ठीक है, वो क्लियर करके हमको मैसेज मार दीजिए तो हम मंगा लेंगे। नहीं तो वो ऑर्डर नहीं मिलेगा। तो ठटवांग लोग क्या जैसे भी लगा रहा है वो हमको व्हाट्सएप भेज रहा था, वो क्या है? ठटवांग को आप एंगेज कर रहे हैं ना?
प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन में
ठीक है। हाँ, अभी हम रख रहे हैं, बाद में मैसेज करो, काम हो जाने का बाद में। आपका नो तो भेज दिया
बहुत बुरा नहीं रख दिया हम तो नहीं बोलेगा, उन लोग बोलेगा क्यों हम बोलेगा?
सीएम को जाके फिर बोलते हैं ना, कंसल्ट नहीं करते। पहले भी ऐसा रिटर्न दिया है।
बोलना भी है तो उन लोग को प्रोसेस भी जाना चाहिए, मिलना चाहिए।
लेकिन हम तो बोलेगा
सर
मिला विषय को बोलना अच्छी हो जाए।
Honorable members, honorable speaker.
Namaskar. Good morning. Now I request Secretary to lay the Governor's address.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I rise to lay on the table of the House a copy of the Governor's address. Thank you.
Now we will take up the obituary reference in reference of late Yumsem Mate, former MLA. Late Yumsem Mate was born on 10/3/1969 to late Yumsen Mate, 53-year-old, a prominent leader who died in an unfortunate incident on 16/12/2023. He is survived by his wife, 2 sons, and 3 daughters. Late Mate was active in political and social development since his school days. He was the first graduate from the Olo community of Tirap district. He was elected as MLA from 56th Khonsa West Assembly constituency in the year 2009 from Indian National Congress and served as Parliamentary Secretary of Women and Social Welfare, Social Justice and Tribal Affairs and Tirap Changlang and Longding Department of Tirap Changlang and Longding Government of Arunachal Pradesh. With his demise, Arunachal Pradesh in particular has lost a visionary leader. Now, members who would like to make obituary reference may do so.
Speaker, sir. It is a matter of great pain and sadness to participate in this obituary reference of late Sri Yumsan Mateji, who was member of this house from 2009 to 2014. At this youthful age, this unfortunate incident has occurred. He was brutally murdered at the Indo-Myanmar border on 16th December. It was a shocking news for everyone. This has proved that our international borders are not safe. It is not properly being guarded. And the anti-social elements and different insurgent groups are having a free pass in the areas of international borders, which is very dangerous for every citizen. This is not the first time Tirap district has been facing. Since 2001, there have been several incidents of killing and kidnapping, including ex-MP, late Wangcha Rajkumar, and many more distinguished citizens of Tirap districts have lost their lives. Many women have been widowed. Many children have been orphaned. I think on this, taking this opportunity, I would like to request the central government through state government to make the international border, wherever it is very sensitive, a foolproof security for protection of the citizens as a whole. The common people are always under fear of intimidation, which is impacting the very existence of normal life in the Tirap district. I would not say only Tirap district, the entire TCL belt. In the long past, the subsequent incidents prior to 2016, there have been several incidents. I think I am thankful to this government, especially to Honorable Chief Minister Pema Khandu, that he has been very sensitive and sympathetic to the families of the victims of such incidents. When ex-MLA late Tirong Abo with 11 of his entourage group members were ambushed and killed, then also government has given ex gratia and jobs to some of the eligible family members of the victims. For this, I would like to thank Honorable Chief Minister especially. And this time also, I would request that some kind of sympathetic consideration or action or help, sympathetic help, if some kind of sympathetic help can be extended to the bereaved family of late Yunsen Maite, either to give some kind of job to his wife or any of the eligible children, so that the family can sustain themselves, is my special request. Apart from that, I would also suggest to the law enforcing authorities, especially the security forces, to be more vigilant, though they are already doing their duty to their best, and sensitive to the causes of the people in the district, so that such incident does not reoccur. It was very sad that the leader a prominent leader, a promising leader who was intending to contest the coming election and serve the people, was victimized, was murdered without assigning any cause. He was, before joining politics, he used to work as adult education officer in education department, and he was very active socially, down to earth with everyone, especially with the people of his constituency. And with his death, many people, especially in his constituency, many of his well-wishers, many of his supporters have been deprived and aggrieved by this ugly incident. Speaker, sir, therefore, with some of this, my observations, I convey my condolences through you to the bereaved family. Thank you.
Sri Lasam Simai.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I rise here to participate in the obituary reference of a late member of the Circus House, Yumten Mateji. Sir, 16 December 2023 was a dark day for the entire state and particularly for the TCL region. The tragic death and unfortunate incident has brought a wave of shock to the entire state. Late Yumsen Mateji was a very friendly man, a person with kind-hearted, very down-to-earth, very promising and people's leader. His death is not only a loss to the Olo community or the TCL region, but also to the entire state. I was associated with him when I first elected as a member of this August House in 2014. I was allotted the MLA cottage where he was there. He stayed. MLA cottage number 3. One fine day I went and met him, and I said, "Sir, I have been allotted your cottage." And he said, "Bhai, थोड़ा समय दीजिए मुझे vacate करने के लिए." Then that way we become a good friend, and I regarded him as the elder brother. When the news came of his tragic death, I could not believe a person like him will be put to death in this manner. Because he was a very kind-hearted man, very loving personality. However, this is the truth. And I'm very, fortunate visit and give my last homage to him, along with our Honorable Deputy Speaker and also our Honorable MLA Konsai East, Savin Saab. We three of us went to his place and pay our last homage. So, through you, sir, I would like to extend my condolences to the bereaved family on my behalf and on behalf of the people of my constituency. Thank you, sir.
Gabriel also.
Thank you, Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity to participate in the obituary reference in respect of late Jumsen Mate. A senior colleague, a gentleman, a perfect gentleman, in fact he was. His murder was most gruesome, brutal, and above all, it was a fault, and people inimical to the society had hit him below the belt. We were deeply hurt. In fact, who was Jumsen Mate? The most important thing is that Jumsen Mate was an inspiration of his community. Jumsen Mate was the hopes of his community. He was one of the most prominent and promising leader of his community. And this community, as you have, Honorable Speaker has mentioned, the Olo. The Olos are one of the most backward community in Arunachal Pradesh. And in fact, the security controls in those areas drastically changes, primarily because these communities, they all inhabit along the border with Myanmar. And hence, therefore, I believe that it's important for this August House that the best tribute that we can offer to let Jumsen Mate ji is to try to identify the fears and concerns of the community that he represented. And therefore, I believe that the best tribute that we can offer to let Jumsen Mate is to ensure and secure that the whatever developments that has been brought forth for the community, especially in those areas, must be implemented in letter and spirit. And therefore, the government may like to, in fact, appoint a guardian minister so that the fears and concerns and the needs and expectations of the people living in those areas are properly taken care of. I had personally known Mr. Jumsen Mate for decades, even while he was serving as the adult education officer, and much before that also, that he had always been speaking about his communities, the sufferings, the challenges, and the limitations of the communities that he belonged to. And therefore, as we all can understand, when he was intending to contest again in the next elections as well, it definitely points to the aspirations, to the hopes, and then the expectations of the Olo community. And hence, I would once again reiterate that the reason why he was still intending to contest was primarily because of this underlying undercurrents in those areas. And it's very important that when we have been talking about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, and Sabka Prayas, it's very important that we carry along these communities and ensure that we change the security controls in those areas through various measures by the government, as well as ensure that the backwardness tech that has been so closely associated with the Olo communities are properly taken care of. And that's how I believe would be the best tribute that we could offer to late Jumsen Mate ji. With these few words, I conclude while offering my condolences to the brave family members. Thank you, Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Now, W7.
Deputy Speaker, sir, thank you for giving this chance. But it is said that I raised up here to participate in arbitrary reference sublet Yumsan Mateji. Yes, we have been informed by Honorable Speaker of his biodatas and his careers. To me, he was my friend while we were schooling. And in 1987, he was my assistant in a school as a general secretary. Then we joined the education department. I as a minor teacher and he as an district adult education officer. Then serving for a little while, his people wanted him that he should lead the society, the constituency, and work for the public. So as he resigned and contest election in 2004, but unfortunately he lost it. But with the blessing of the people of the constituency, he came to this August House in 2009. And once again in 2014, he lost the election. His demise is not the loss only to the Olo community and the district, but the whole of Arunachal, as he was one of the members of this August House serving the people of the state. We can say nothing as the unfortunate incident took place on the fate day in December 16. He was brutally killed, but we don't know what was the cause. But then the fact that his life has been taken and his children that he left and the two wives are now without a father and without a husband. We can only pray God that the children, the other household families, his near and dear ones, are blessed by Almighty God. And whatever government can extend the family, that would be appreciated from the community and from the district and from all the well-wishers. It is a matter of fact that the T-cell region are affected with all the things that all of us are aware of. The leaders of the T-cell areas are always in thoughtful mind of how the area can come into peace and development takes place like elsewhere in other places. Despite that condition of that area, the leaders of that area, the T-cell area, are trying to maintain peace, development, and try to live unturned, to live together with all the societies, so that the people there, the villagers, are confident upon the government where we are part, the leaders are part of it. Today, as our former speakers, those who took part has also already pointed out that the loss with the death of late Yumsen Mate is not a loss of the family, but all of us. And in this juncture, Deputy Speaker Sir, through you, I convey my heartiest condolences on my own behalf, on behalf of my people of my constituency, to the bereaved family in this sad hour. I also at the same time request once again our government, especially Honorable Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Ministers, to extend any possible help if the children come to the government for any kind of help. That will be a real condolences through which the government and all of us can convey. Thank you very much.
Next, Honorable Minister Onjun Naranji.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I raise here to participate in the obituary reference in respect of late Yumsen Mateji. Sir, it is very sad and painful to be mentioned that why this kind of situation should compel us to participate in the obituary reference, which is because of unnatural death. There are two kinds of death. One is natural death and another is unnatural death. So Mataji has prayed to the unnatural death. He has been assassinated in the broad daylight, which is quite painful, sad, and sorrow for all walks of life of the people of this state, particularly the Olo community and the various family members and us all. It is very unfortunate that why this kind of incident take place in TCL area. And it is very important to observe that what kind of punitive action and what kind of step to be taken to prevent this kind of incident and the killing in the TCL area. We will have to think very seriously that whether it is because of personal reason, whether it is because of political reason, whether it is because of business, whether it is because of anything else, this kind of killing is quite unfortunate, and we criticize and we condemn it. Why human beings should be killed mercilessly? What is the reason? We all have to find out and engage the law enforcing department to find out who has done that. Any agency government has put into, that agency should very seriously and carefully find out the culprits, and the law should be allowed to give justice to the soul of the Mataji and the bereaved family members. हम जानवर को भी नहीं मारना है, आजकल हमसे बोलते हैं, चिड़िया को भी नहीं मारना है, जानवर को भी नहीं मारना है. Not to talk of the human beings. Why human beings should be killed without reason? And we reason also why human beings should be killed. There is a question mark. Mataji was a cool person Of course, he was not so talkative person. He was efficient, active, smart, and peace-loving person. He came to this assembly in 2009, and he has worked with us, with honorable ministers, honorable MLAs, with the government, with the party, and with the honorable speaker and honorable deputy speaker. At his own level, he has done a lot. People of his areas were expecting a lot. He represents the people's views, opinions, proposals, grievances to the government and the department. I have seen. When I was a minister in 2009, during the 2009 to 2014, he requested me to take initiative for upgradation of the CO headquarters into the EAC headquarters Lazio. I have, of course, taken initiative. And the EAC, the CO headquarters to EAC was upgraded for Lazio Circle. It was his achievement. It was my achievement also. He was very happy. I helped him much. I helped him a lot. That I used to say that was upgraded for the achievement and the fulfillment of the Marty's desire for the people of Lazio Circle. मैंने वो सर्कल अपग्रेड करने में हम बहुत मदद किया था. गवर्नमेंट ने किया, लेकिन इनिशिएटिव मैंने काफ़ी लिया था, जैसे उसने हमको रिक्वेस्ट किया था. तो I know him well, and we used to guide him, and we used to help him for developmental activities, for the well-being of the people, for the future of the area and the district as a whole. अच्छा था, इस बार भी अच्छा हो रहा था. In his personal life also, he has done a lot of personal reformation. जैसे हम लोग ट्राइबल लोग तो कुछ खाता था, पीता था, जैसे लाइफ स्टाइल अलग था, लेकिन उसका पर्सनल भी उसने काफ़ी रिफॉर्मेशन भी लाया था. He was becoming a good person, better person means. तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली उसी दिन 16 दिसंबर 2023 हम लोग वंकी साहब का बेटा का शादी पार्टी में था. हमारा ऑनरेबल डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब भी था, हम लोग साथ में था. तो व्हेन वी डिपार्ट फ्रॉम देयर, तो रास्ता में सुनने को मिला है कि माते जी ऐसे ऐसे इंसिडेंट हो गया. तो वी फाइंड आवर सेल्फ डिफिकल्ट टू बिलीव सो. तो क्यों ऐसे ब्रॉड डे लाइट में कैसे मारेगा. तो लेकिन डेट इंसिडेंट हैज़ अल्टीमेटली कम टू कि उसका जान ले लिया है, चला गया है. सर अभी मैं आपका थ्रू यही बोलना चाहूँगा, कोई भी एजेंसी लगाया है, दैट एजेंसी हैज़ टू बी वेरी सीरियस एंड वी हैव टू टेल दैट एजेंसी दैट जो भी कन्फ्लिक्ट हो जस्टिस वीरे फैमिली मेम्बर्स को देना चाहिए. नॉट ओनली वीरे फैमिली मेम्बर्स, माते जी का आत्मा भी शांति मिलेगा. जस्टिस मस्ट बी डिलीवर्ड. ऐसे भी सुनने को आता है, मिलता है कि उसका माते जी का PSO था बोला है, एक था न दो था, उसको विड्रॉ किया है ऐसे सुना है. हाउ फाइट इज ट्रू आई डू नॉट नो. अभी मैं आपका थ्रू अपील करना चाहूँगा, कोई भी 30 रीजन में एक्स MLA हो, एक्स मिनिस्टर हो, प्रेजेंट तो है ही, प्रेजेंट सिटिंग MLA मिनिस्टर, उनको जिसका इनसिक्योर फीलिंग है या कुछ थ्रेट है या कुछ परसेप्शन है, तो उनको PSO दिया जाता है गवर्नमेंट. लेकिन गवर्नमेंट या लॉ इन्फोर्सिंग डिपार्टमेंट या पुलिस अगर विड्रॉ किया है तो विड्रॉ नहीं करना चाहिए था, कम से कम PSO के साथ में होना चाहिए था. इफ दैट काइंड ऑफ इंडिकेशन वाज देयर, इनसिक्योर फीलिंग अगर है तो PSO विड्रॉ नहीं करना चाहिए था. लेकिन हाउ फाइट इज टू आई डू नॉट नो एग्जैक्टली. ऐसे सुना है PSO भी नहीं था बोला, कम से कम PSO होने से भी ठीक था. अभी भी एक्स MLA एक्स मिनिस्टर लोग को PSO दिया गया है किसी किसी को, then that has to be continued. अन्य डिस्ट्रिक्ट में तो इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, डेवलपमेंटल प्रॉब्लम है, चेंज होना है, प्रॉस्पेरिटी होना है, उन्नति होना है. लेकिन TCL जगह में डेवलपमेंटल या पब्लिक का सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, देयर इज ए प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. प्रॉब्लम है वो हमें, everybody knows it. Our honorable members all of them know that क्या situation पे TCL में prevailing हो रहा है, कैसे चल रहा है, दिन हो या रात हो या हफ्ता हो या महीना हो या साल हो, वहाँ क्या चलता है, ये तो सबको मालूम है. So I would like to appeal this house through you that all should cooperate, and all should try their best to know the situation and condition of TCL district. And ये PSO वगैरह हो या कोई सिक्योरिटी देने में और भी जोर लगाना है, मेरा तरफ से ये अपील है. जैसे हमारा फॉर्मर स्पीकर लोग जैसे बताया गया है, जो भी एनी काइंड ऑफ पॉसिबल हेल्प, एक्स ग्रेशिया हो या इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट जॉब हो, या कोई भी तरह का इंसेंटिव हो, रिलीफ हो, हम लोग वी आर वेरी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक एंड होप दैट गवर्नमेंट इज प्रोवाइडिंग व्हाटसोएवर इज पॉसिबल. तो गवर्नमेंट को भी ये मेरे फैमिली मेंबर्स को, वहाँ का लोग को, व्हेन ए लीडर हैज डाई, वहाँ का लोग का तो बहुत सफ़र होता है, ग्रीवेंसेस होता है, तो उनका जनता के लिए या मेरे फैमिली मेंबर्स के लिए भी जो भी पॉसिबल है वो मदद करना चाहिए. एंड वी TCL लीडर्स ऑल्सो विल ट्राई आवर बेस्ट टू एक्सटेंड हेल्प वट एवर इज पॉसिबल. तो हमारा ये मेरे फैमिली के लिए हो या एरिया के लिए हो. सर ये शॉर्ट पार्टिसिपेशन में हम यही बोलना चाहूँगा कि गवर्नमेंट का तरफ से जो भी चीज़ है देने की कोशिश करे, जल्दी दिया जाए, और जो भी एजेंसी लगाए हो उसको अच्छा से फाइंड आउट करने के लिए लगाए, जस्टिस डिलीवर करने के लिए. एंड आई विथ ग्रेट सैडनेस I would like to convey my condolence through you on my own behalf and on the behalf of the people of 60 Pongchawaka ST Assembly constituency and on behalf of the people of Longding district as a whole. Convey my deepest and heartfelt condolence to you, to the bereaved family members and the people of that area. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Next, Honorable MLA Tanfong Noji.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to take part in the obituary reference in respect of late Yumsan Mate, former MLA from 56 Khonsa West Assembly constituency. In this pain and grief hours, I would like to share my pain with the bereaved family through this obituary reference. That by persons, I know Yumsan Mate is a good personality and have a friend with me, though he may be younger to me. As per sources from his constituencies and the community. He was a first graduate and joined in the government job as a district adult education officer. Then on demand of the people of his community, that is Allo community, he resigned from the service and he contested, but in one term he got lost. In 2009, he was elected and he sometimes visit to Longding district, especially to meet his son who was studying at VK Vinyausa. And he used to visit to my residence and sharing about the developmental activities of Tiraf district. At that time, Longding was also not fabricated. He was in a good opinion and good-hearted personalities to think over the developments of the area. So what I feel is that in this younger stage, the leader of the state, the leaders of the communities, and the leaders of the assembly constituencies, whatever he or she may be, killing in this age by our brothers, Naga brothers, who is in the UG, is not appreciable. I also, through these obituary references, I would like to request them, taking off the life of the individual will not solve the problem of the areas and the problem of any individuals. I would like to share my opinion in the August House that in the TCL region, not only in the Konsa, in the TCL region, due to the peculiar locations, topography, bounded with the international boundary with the Myanmar, with the Nagalands, with the Assams, we are facing a lot of hindrance in our living. So in the security point of view, the government have to be viewed and killing off the leaders to be delivered a justice so that the region should come to know to the people of the entire state of Arunachal Pradesh, especially in his various families. So through this obituary reference, through you, Speaker, sir, I convey my heartfelt condolences on my personal behalf and the behalf of the people of 59 Longding Pumau Assembly constituency to the Bradford family. Thank you so much.
Next, Honorable MLA Chakat Abu.
Speaker, sir, 16 December 2023 को former MLA जुमसन माटे का हत्या हुई थी तिरप में और 2029 से लेके वो 2014 तक वो MLA थी और हम लोग तिरप के लिए बहुत ही लॉस है। जुमसन माटे सर अच्छा लीडर था, तो मैं उनके परिवार के लिए प्रार्थना करती हूँ और उनकी आत्मा को भगवान शांति दे। धन्यवाद।
Next, Honorable MLA Wangling Nongondong ji.
Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise on the occasion to participate on the arbitrary defense of late Yimson Martiji. I stand with my heads bowed to grieve the leader who's no more with us, who walked the presence of this August Assembly from 2009 to 2014. He belonged to one of the minor communities of the Nokte, the Olof. They say that the song is ended, but the melody lingers on. Yimson Mate may not be with us anymore, but then his works and his character and what he said will remain with us. It is a great loss for the people, especially of Tirap district, the TCL region, and also the state as a whole. One more life has been snubbed away from us. Tirap is a very volatile place. People say the TCL region. Yes, I do appreciate the concerns of the people when we see the situation in our area. in the region. But Tirap district is even more volatile. The maximum number of incidences that has occurred among the 3 districts of the so-called TCL has happened in Tirap district. The government was awake. The police stations that have been constructed must be strengthened. They should not only be buildings for all the eyes to appreciate. There must be a practical approach to secure the land so that we may not lose any more lives in such a way. Are we awake? Have we thought about it? Because a loss is a loss. I visited the house of the grieving family on the 17th, immediately after we heard the incident, which happened on the 16th. He has left behind a grieving family, a grieving populace of his community, of his people, of the district. But then, there is also a saying, to live in hearts we leave behind is not to die. Thomas Campbell, a Scottish poet, had said, the memory of late Mate, Yumsen Mate, will be carried forward by his family, and we will be there to assist him. The government also should give proper care and love to the family who has gone in such a way, a very violent, unprecedented act, I must say. What can we say, Deputy Speaker, sir? The only thing that I can suggest to this House, to you, sir, is that late Mate may not be with us at the moment, but his memory should linger on. And for that, I commend and suggest that a memorial with inscriptions be erected in his memory, whether at Khunsa or Laju, an appropriate place where the people can remember such a good person, a kind-hearted man who lived this land. To you, Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to convey on my behalf and on the behalf of the people of my constituency, 57 Bodria Bogapani Assembly constituency, my deepest condolences to the bereaved family members. May God give them strength to overcome this grievous situation. Thank you, sir.
Any member to take part? Then I would like to give to the Honorable Minister Home, Sri Bamang Felix.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I also stand here to participate in the arbitrary reference of late Yumsum Mate, former member of this Legislative Assembly, whose tragic and unfortunate demise was a brutal act of violence that starkly contrasts with the values of peaceful and civilized society like us. And sir, I had a privilege to work with him from 2009 to 2014 as a colleague legislature. We were together elected in this as a member of this august house. Yes, sir, he was absolutely a fine, cool gentleman, very friendly in the approach. I miss today the one of the best men that I have come across to work together. During this challenging time, my deepest sympathies are with the family of late Mateji, as well as his admirers and the entire community of Konsa West. We stand together in mourning and in the pursuit of justice. And sir, the incident, the unfortunate and tragic incident, I want to convey this august house through you, sir, took place on 16th December 2023. And on the next day itself, दूसरा दिन में ही हमारा पुलिस जब swung into action, the leader of the perpetrator were identified. वो पहचान गया था और including उनके जितने 6 accomplishment है उनका भी identified हो चुका था on 17th of December. After identified काफी चीज केस को आगे बढ़ चुका था, लेकिन आगे बढ़ने के बाद तिराप पुलिस को ये लगा कि this is an act of terrorist and it has been perpetuated from across the international border and from interstate border. तो इसलिए उसको कर नहीं पाएगा बोलकर तिराप पुलिस ने on 19th of December चिट्ठी लिखा PHQ को कि since the matter is highly volatile, more things to be investigated, therefore the matter may be recommended to NIA, National Investigation Agency. 19 को चिट्ठी आया PHQ में. PHQ immediately endorsed to Home Department. And Home Department on 21st December recommended to NIA for investigation. It was so fast that from the very first minute of that tragic incident, Honorable Chief Minister was closely monitoring and directed us to keep on informing him about the development. And accordingly, I, along with the PHQ, we have closely coordinated the entire things. जो आज मैं बताना चाहता हूँ कि the NIA team have already accepted our recommendation, and there are a team of NIA team is already in the PO, that is place of occurrence. Tirap में पहुँच गया है. Investigation has already started, and hopefully the government is determined to कोई भी हो जो भी हो. That was not only an attack on Yomsom Mate, that was not only an attack on the family of Yomsom Mate or the family of or the Nokte tribe or Tirap district, but it was an attack to the peace-loving society of Arunachal Pradesh, to the civilized society of Arunachal Pradesh. The government will not leave stone unturned to book the perpetrator. ये मैं आज अगस्त को बताना चाहता हूँ. So NIA is already in the ground, and our police, Arunachal Pradesh police, is giving 100% support to the investigating team, जो अभी already टिरा में पहुँच चुका है. Having said that, I also join जो हमारे honorable members लोग ने जो emotion जो बताया, we understand it, and PHQ is is taking review of the security measures of TCL region time to time. And as election is approaching, PSQ is more active in reviewing not only PSQ, other agencies, also intelligence agencies are being activated. And I would like to request Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, to you, to our honorable members, as well as the people of TCL region, to cooperate with to the police and other agencies, not only to book these perpetrators, but this kind of unwanted tragic incident may not reoccur in that region or anywhere in Arunachal Pradesh. So with this, I also join in this arbitrary repentance, my condolences. I pray Almighty God that may the departed soul rest in eternal peace and may give strength to the bereaved family. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.
Next, Honorable Distinction.
अध्यक्ष जी, अभी जिन मेंबरों ने यमसम माते जी के बारे में उनको किस हालत में मारा गया उनका बारे में कहा और उनका घोर विरोध किया, जिस हालत में मारा अति घृणनीय है। किसी ने तो उसे कंडेम भी किया है, स्पेशली TCL रीजन से सभी लोगों ने बोला, अति दुख की बात है। ये सभी मेंबर ने जो बोला है मैं एंडोर्स करता हूं उसको, मैं भी कंडेम करता हूं। मैं भी एक ही शोर में यह बोलना चाहूँगा कि जिस हालत में उनको एलिमिनेट किया गया अति घृणनीय है, इनह्यूमन है ये। और अभी होम मिनिस्टर जी ने बता दिया कि अरुणाचल सरकार से जो कार्रवाई करना चाहिए वो कर रहा है, इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है और उसे NIA को सौंप दिया गया है। NIA द्वारा इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है और बहुत जल्द ही वो परपेट्रेटर को पकड़ा जाएगा, ये भी उन्होंने आश्वासन दिया है। और एक चीज़ आश्वासन दिया है कि TCL रीजन के लिए जो सिक्योरिटी मामला है उसे अरुणाचल सरकार का जानकारी है और उसमें सिक्योरिटी शक करने के लिए जो भी कार्रवाई लेना होगा वो लेगा बोल के होम मिनिस्टर जी ने बोला भी है अभी। और उसके लिए जो भी अभी मेंबर जो जैसे होनचुन गन्नम जी ने बोला है कि उनका जो सिक्योरिटी थ्रेट को लेके जो समस्या है उस समस्या को अरुणाचल सरकार जाने, पुलिस विभाग जाने और उनका हिसाब से मदद भी करे। इसको भी मैं एंडोर्स करता हूँ। मैं 2095 में इस असेंबली में आया। मेरा आने का 15 साल बाद यानी कि 2009 में युमसम माते जी इस असेंबली में आया। मेरे से छोटा है उम्र में, यंग, वेरी एनर्जेटिक, अपकमिंग एक पॉलिटिकल सोशल लीडर था, उनका अपना समाज का। मैं उनको जानता नहीं था पहले, लेकिन जैसे जैसे उनका असेंबली में आना हुआ और एक साथ काम करने का मौका मिला, एक यंग, एक एनर्जेटिक, एक इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव के हिसाब से मेरा बहुत करीबी आ गया वो। And I tell you, I tell entire member of this house, August House, that he was very close to me, very dear to me. मैंने उनका गांव भी गया, लाजू गया। बहुत डिफिकल्ट परिस्थिति में उनका गांव है, बैकवर्ड है, म्यांमार बॉर्डर का साथ जुड़ा हुआ है। विकास बहुत धीरे से किया है वहाँ में, देर से किया है। और उस समाज से, जो ओलो समाज से वो आते हैं, ज़्यादा शिक्षित भी लोग नहीं है। पहला जो ग्रेजुएट है बोलते हैं उनको, बहुत प्रतिभा थे उनमें, ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट है, हिस्ट्री में ऑनर्स लेके पास किया गया है, सरकारी नौकरी भी था। क्योंकि उसका समाज से जानकारी लोग नहीं है, तो लोगों ने उनको शायद बुलाया उनको कि आओ समाज का सेवा करो, तो तब से तो समाज का सेवा करने लग गया। लेकिन इस तरह के लोगों को जिस हालत में उनको मारा गया है, ये इनह्यूमन है। ये मनुष्यों का काम नहीं होना चाहिए इसको। तो इसीलिए हम सभी ने मिलके इनको कंडेम करना चाहिए। इस तरह का हालत नहीं होना चाहिए। पहले भी हुआ है, वांग साहब ने बोला है, सभी ने बोला है यार टीसीएल रीजन का, कि पहले भी होके इस तरह का होके आया है, अभी वो हुआ है। अभी इसको खत्म होना है। इस तरह का इनह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज अरुणाचल प्रदेश में होना नहीं है। हम कितना विकास कर चुके हैं आज हम, हाँ, वी आर कंप्लीटिंग 5 years ऑफ आवर जर्नी। हमारा जो टर्म है कंप्लीट हो रहा है, लास्ट असेंबली है। आज चर्चा हो रहा है कि अरुणाचल प्रदेश में गवर्नर जी का साहब का जो अपना जो एड्रेस था, उसमें अरुणाचल प्रदेश का पिछले 7 साल में 2016 को लेके अभी तक 7 years में क्या विकास हुआ, किस तरह का विकास हुआ, पेमा खांडू सरकार ने किस तरह का एक रोड मैप बनाया, विकास का रोड मैप बनाया, उनका बारे में बोला है। उसका बारे में थोड़ी देर में चर्चा होने वाले हैं। तो इस तरह का विकास, जो विकास आया है, विकास क्यों आता है? जब शांति होता है तभी विकास आएगा। अशांति परिस्थिति में विकास नहीं आ सकता है। तो इसीलिए शांति कायम होना है। हम किसी भी तरह में, हम अरुणाचल सरकार शांति कायम रखेगा। हम चाहता है कि टीसीएल रीजन में भी टूरिज्म जाओ, टीसीएल रीजन भी विकास हो, उसका भी उन्नति हो, उसमें भी अच्छा सा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर आए। अभी तो कितना, पहले तो जो भी ट्रांसफर होता है, ये क्या पोस्टिंग बोलता है उनको, पनिशमेंट पोस्टिंग बोलता है। तो अभी तो कहीं पनिशमेंट पोस्टिंग नहीं है अरुणाचल प्रदेश। कहाँ पनिशमेंट पोस्टिंग है? इस तरह का कहा जाता रहा। आजकल तो तिराप में लेके आप तिराप, चांगलांग, लोंगडिंग, तीनों डिस्ट्रिक्ट को लेकर, तीनों डिस्ट्रिक्ट वेल कनेक्टेड है। तीनों डिस्ट्रिक्ट से अभी कई कोना अरुणाचल प्रदेश में जा सकते हैं आप, बिना असम में आए हुए। आप लोंगडिंग को कानूबारी बोलो, आपका जो गब्रियल वांसु जी का जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी, असम से होके नहीं आना है ना। वो नमसाई, वो खोंसा होके, चांगलांग होके, मनमो होके, जयरामपुर होके नमसाई आ सकता है, आराम से नमसाई आ सकता है। अभी कुछ अधिवेशन होगा नमसाई में, वो असम होके नहीं आना है, पूरा टीसीएल रीजन का जो लोग हैं। इस तरह का डेवलपमेंट हुआ है। इक्विवेलेंट जुडिशियस डेवलपमेंट हम चाहते हैं। और ये बेनिफिट तिराप में भी जाना है, तिराप वालों को लेना भी है, तिराप टीसीएल वालों को लेना भी है। हम देंगे भी है अरुणाचल सरकार। यह अरुणाचल सरकार का निर्णय है, पेमा खांडू सरकार का निर्णय है। तो इस हालत में अगर ऐसा इंसिडेंट होगा, बस शर्मदायक है। इट्स वेरी शेमफुल एंड दुख का बात है। उनका फैमिली को तो दुख हुआ ही हुआ है। सारे अरुणाचल वासी शॉक हो गया है। मैं तो जिस दिन उनको बारे में सुना ये बात, वांग जी का बेटे के शादी था, मैं वहाँ था, बहुत सारे हमारा दोस्त एमएलए मिनिस्टर लोग था, उसमें से एक साथ था। तो जैसे दोपहर का खाना खा के मैं निकल गया, तो रास्ते में मुझे फ़ोन आया कि माते इज़ नो मोर, ही इज़ बीन एलिमिनेटेड। शॉक हो गया मैंने, बहुत दुख लगा मुझे कि एक यंग अरुणाचल में उनके काम करने, अपना समाज के लिए, अरुणाचल प्रदेश के लिए, पूरा सर्वांगीण विकास के लिए उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन होता था। हम चाहते थे उनको उनसे बहुत कंट्रीब्यूशन आए, लेकिन उनको ले गया, उनको मार गिराया उनको। और इस तरह का जो 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 हत्या किया है, और हत्यारियों को मैं कंडेम करता हूँ। ये अच्छा बात नहीं है। इससे अरुणाचल का विकास नहीं होगा, इससे TCL का विकास नहीं होगा। उनको जानकारी होना है। उनको ये मैसेज देना चाहूँगा कि अरुणाचल में शांति लाने के लिए आप लोग, हाँ, कि जो अभी एक मूवमेंट आया है, विकास का एक मूवमेंट आया है, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन का एक आया है, मूवमेंट आया है, रिफॉर्म का एक मूवमेंट आया है, उसमें साथ दे, उसको डिस्टर्ब ना करे। हम तो यही मैसेज देंगे। तो इसीलिए तो मैं तो आज का दिन एक तो मैं फिर दोबारा मैं कंडेम करता हूं, और यही चाहूँगा कि उनका आत्मा को शांति मिले, उनका परिवार को आपका जरिए से मैं मैसेज यही देना चाहूँगा कि उस दुख का घड़ी में अरुणाचल सरकार उनका साथ है, अरुणाचल वासी उनका साथ है, और हम अरुणाचल सरकार का तरफ से यही कोशिश करेंगे कि इस तरह का हादसा और कभी ना हो। तो मैं यही कहकर समाप्त करता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Honorable members will stand for 2-minute silence to pray for his internal peace life, peace soul. Now we'll start now. Done. Very sadly, from the capacity of this chair, I, on behalf of the 60 Assembly constituency and the people of Arunachal Pradesh, and my own capacity, conveyed the condolence message to the bereaved family, led ex-MLA Sri Jumsan Mate, and from the August House, we strongly condemn such brutal act, and we request not to repeat such brutal act in future too. And lastly, I pray Almighty God to bless the bereaved family and to give more strength to overcome the wee hour, the odd days, and to wish the bereaved family for their brighter future, the long life, good health, and successful life in days to come. Thank you. Now, honorable members, message from Governor regarding reconsideration of bill. I would like to inform the honorable members of August House that the coming Professional and Technical University Arunachal Pradesh Bill 2017 has been returned by the Honorable Governor of the following, on the following ground quoted. The coming Professional and Technical University Arunachal Pradesh Bill 2017 was sent for assent of the Honorable Governor on 5th February 2018, which is pending. On 11th October 2021, former Honorable Governor visited the university site with Chairman, Arunachal Pradesh Private Educational Institution, Regulatory Commission, and Commissioner Education to see the progress made by the university during the past 4 years in creating the requisite basic infrastructure to be able to commence their academic session. The finding of the visit annexure, which have been conveyed to the Honorable Chief Minister, are as follows. A. The university is located 11 kilometers away from the small town of Trujillo, the headquarters of the Additional Deputy Commissioner. The district headquarters at Bomdila is another 110 kilometers from the university location. It took us 45 minutes from Trujillo over a badly damaged and meandering road to cover the 11-kilometer distance to the university location. B. In terms of infrastructure, there were only 2 concrete structures at the location. One is a 10-room block without any classroom, fixture and electrification fitments, and another is a 6-room toilet block. C. The university location is about 150 meters away from the existing road. The co-curricular activities enshrined in the coming Professional and Technical University Arunachal Pradesh Bill 2017 are football, volleyball, hockey, basketball, horse riding, discus, cricket, swimming, shot put, and lawn tennis, etc. Due to the terrain constraint and the undulation of the ground, it will need a moment effort for carving out any of the above mentioned playfield worth its name. D. The proposed university location does not have any town or shop to cater for the procurement of daily needs items. There are no residential rooms nearby the renting by the student or the faculty members. E. There are no feeder academic institution or college even in the far distance proximity of the location where from the student can come to take admission in the university. F. The approach route to this university does not have any transport system which a student or the faculty can use to reach the location. G. The proposed university being in a far-flung, remote, townless, subless location without any educational facility for the growing children is extremely unlikely to attach any talented faculty members and meritorious students. Consequently, the prospect of growth of this university into a standard education destination seems remote. H. Going to the black infrastructure progress made in last 4 years, there is no reliable indication that sponsors are likely to deploy the requisite resources for developing the promised amenities for the student. This gives an impression that the sponsor of the university are near only to having the formalities completely. For promotion of education in such rural areas, primary, middle, and secondary school must be developed first in sufficient numbers. In absence of such school, opening of a university in remote rural areas serve no purpose. If at all, such university is to be established in such remote area, it must be self-sufficient to fulfill the needs of students, faculty, and staff. To achieve this, huge resources are required to be deployed in view of which this proposed university, with its limitation as mentioned above, lost its very merit for existence. Further, on 10th January 2023, by this office letter, the Commissioner of Education, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, was requested to furnish the information about the progress made by the university. In response to this office, letter dated 10th January 2023, the state government constituted an inspecting team comprising of director and joint director, higher and technical education, to proceed to Trajano on 18th January 2023 to ascertain the progress of infrastructure development of proposed coming professional and technical university. The team opinion that the proposed university authority has not made infrastructure development since last visit of the Honorable Governor at the site. In view of above, the bill is returned for reconsideration under Article 200 of the Constitution of India, unquote. Item number 4, assent to bill. Secretary to report assent to bill.
Honorable members, I rise to report the following bills assented to by the Honorable Governor. 1. The Arunachal Pradesh Airport Area Planning and Development Authority Bill 2023. Number 2. The Arunachal Pradesh Court Fees Bills 2023. Number 3. The Arunachal Pradesh GST within bracket Amendment Bill 2023. Number 4. The Pectorage Arunachal Pradesh Amendment Bill 2020. Thank you.
Now, announcements regarding leave of absence of members. Honorable members, I have received requests from Sri Purpa Siring and Sri Ninong Iring for leave of absence. I have allowed their requests. Item number 5, panel of chairman. Under sub-rule 1 of the Rule 9 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business, I have nominated the following members to the panel of chairman for the current session. Sri Guruk Pordung, Honorable MLA, Sri Muchu Methi, Honorable MLA, Srimoti Dangsalupul, Honorable MLA, Sri Ninong Iring, Honorable MLA. Item number 6, presentation of BSc report. Now, presentation of BSc report, Sri Bamang Felix, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, may present the report.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move the following motion that this House agrees with the 11th report of the Business Advisory Committee.
I will now put the motion to vote of the House. Those in favor may say ayes.
Ayes.
Those against may say noes. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Item number 8, presentation of CAG report or GSC report. Sri Wangling Lowangdong, Chairman Committee on Government Assurance, may present the 8th report of the committee.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to present the 8th report of the Committee on Government Assurances.
Item number 9, presentation of COPU report. Sir Ojing Tasing, Chairman Committee on Public Undertaking, may present the 5th report of the committee.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to present the 5th report of the Committee on Public Undertakings.
Thank you. Now, item number 10, presentation of PAC action taken report. Sri Chow Jingnui Namchum, Chairman Committee on Public Accounts, may present the 80th action taken report of the committee.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to present the 80th action taken reports of the Committee on Public Accounts. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill for introduction. Item number 11, Part 1, the Arunachal Pradesh Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Amendment Bill 2024. Now, bill for introduction, Sri Chaunamen, Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Tax and Excise and Narcotic, may move the motion for the leave of the House to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Amendment Bill 2024.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to move for leave to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management within bracket Amendment Bill 2024.
Now the question is, leave be granted. Those who are in favor of leave be granted may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say noes. I think I have it, I have it, I have it. The leave is granted. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Tax and Excise and Narcotic may now introduce the bill.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management within bracket Amendment Bill 2024.
The Arunachal Pradesh Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Amendment Bill 2024 is introduced. Now, item number sub 2, part, the Arunachal Pradesh Land Settlement and Record Amendment Bill 2024. Sri Nakapnalo, Minister of Land Management, may move the motion for the leave of the House to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Land Settlement and Records Amendment Bill 2024.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move for leave to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Land Settlement and Records Amendment Bill 2024.
Now the question is, leave be granted. Those who are in favor of the leave be granted may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say noes. I think I have it, I have it, I have it. The leave is granted. Now, the Honorable Minister of Land Management may now introduce the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Land Settlement and Records Amendment Bill 2024.
The Arunachal Pradesh Land Settlement and Records Amendment Bill 2024 is introduced. Now, item number 11, subpart 3, the Arunachal Pradesh Lokayuta Amendment Bill 2024. Sri Bamang Felix, Minister of Home, may move the motion for the leave of the House to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Lokayuta Amendment Bill 2024.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move for leave to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Lok Ayukta Amendment Bill 2024.
Now, the question is, to leave be granted. Those who are in favor to leave be granted may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think I save it, I save it, I save it. The leave be granted. The Honorable Minister of Home may now introduce the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Lok Ayukta Amendment Bill 2024.
Now, the Arunachal Pradesh Lokayukta Amendment Bill 2024 is introduced. Item number 11, subpart 4, the Arunachal Pradesh Reorganization of District Amendment Bill 2024. Sri Pema Khandu, Chief Minister, may move the motion for the leave of the House to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Reorganization of District Amendment Bill 2024.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move for I rise to move for leave to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Reorganization of District Amendment Bill 2024.
Now, the question is, leave be granted. Those who are in favor of leave be granted may say aye. Those against may say no. I think I save it, I save it, I save it. The leave is granted. The Honorable Chief Minister may now introduce the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I introduce the bill.
Now, the Arunachal Pradesh Reorganization of District Amendment Bill 2024 is introduced. Item number 12, presentation of supplementary demand for grants. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may present the supplementary demand for grant for the year 2023-24. Item number 13, presentation of vote on account 2024-25. Sri Chonamen, Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge Finance may present vote on account for the year 2024-25, 4 months from the 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024. Sir, mic on key. Sir, mic, please use mic. Yeah.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to present vote on accounts for the year 2024-25, 4 months from the 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024.
Item number 14, presentation on finance account. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may present the Finance Account Volume 1 and Finance Account Volume 2 for the year ending 31st March 2023.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to present the Finance Accounts Volume 1 and Volume 2 Finance Accounts Volume 2 for the year ended 31st March 2023.
Thank you, sir. Now, item number 15, presentation of appropriation account. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may present the appropriation account for the year ending 31st March 2023.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to present the appropriation accounts for the year ended 31st March 2023.
Sir, we'll go back to item number 13 with your apology. After your presentation on vote and account 2024-25, your speech is there. So now the Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may deliver your speech. Vote on account.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, whatever speech on vote on accounts is to be made, I will make it on the Governor's address after the on the discussion during the Governor's address.
That's all okay, sir. On one go. No? Thank you. We have already taken up 15, serial number 15, sir, item number 15. No? Now, item number 16, supplementary demand for grant for the year 2022-23. Now, the House will take up decision and voting on supplementary demand for grant for the year 2023-24. The Chief Minister may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendations of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of the head of demand entered in the second column thereof against demand number 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 17, 18, 25, 31, 33, 44, 47, 51, 63, 67, 70, 71, and 77.
Next, the Deputy Chief Minister and Finance Minister in charge, Minister in charge, Finance, Planning and Investment, Power and Non-Conventional Energy Resources, Tax and Excise, State Lotteries, Economic and Statistics, may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sum not exceeding the respective amount shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of the heads of demand entered in the second column thereof against demand number 7, 13, 34, 36, 50, 54, 55 and 66.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Public Health Engineering and Water Supply, Department of Tirap, Changlang and Longding, Information Technology, may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 59, 65 and 73.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Rural Work, Science and Technology may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Mr. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 26 and 49. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, the Minister, Urban Development, Municipal Administration and Government, State, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs, Geology and Mining, may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respected amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 22, 37, 57, 61 and 68.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Health and Family Welfare, Women and Child Development, Social Justice, Empowerment and Tribal Affairs may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sum not exceeding the respective amount shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for on tours defraying the charges during the years ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of the head of demand enters in the second column thereof against demand number 11, 15, 74, 80, and 81. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Home and Interstate Boundary Affairs, Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Parliamentary Affairs, IPR and Printing, may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 8, 27, 35, 42, 53, 58, 69, and 72.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Industry and Skill Development, Textile and Handicraft, Trade and Commerce, Labor and Employment Cooperation, may please move demand numbers allotted to him.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amount shown in this column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 19, 29, 60, 64, and 79.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Youth Affairs and Sports, Water Resources, Environment and Forests may please move his demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh.
Sir, Mike.
I beg to move that this sum not exceed the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of the head of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 21, 23, 38, and 52.
Now, the Minister, Agriculture, Horticulture, Animal Husbandry, Veterinary, Dairy Development, Fisheries may please move demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Speaker, sir, on the recommendations of Government of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sum not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order paper be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of head of the demand entered in the second column thereof against demand number 24, 28, 43, and 48.
Honorable members, I extend the time of the House till 1:30 p.m. Now, the Honorable Minister, Education, Culture Affairs, Department of Indigenous Affairs, may please move demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the minister in charge out of the considerate fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect to the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 14, 16, 75, 76 and 82.
Thank you, sir. Now the Minister of Tourism, Transport and Civil Aviation, Land Management may please move demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on recommendation of Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in third column of order papers be granted to Minister in charge out of consolidated fund of State of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges during the year ending 31st day of March 2024 in respect of heads of demands entered in second column thereof against demand number 30, 41, 45, 56 and 62.
Now all the supplementary demands for grant for the year 2023-24 have been moved and are before the House. Now the House will take up for voting on supplementary demand for grant for the year 2023-24. The question is that the supplementary demand for the year 2023-24 be passed. Those in favor may say ayes. Those against may say noes. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. The supplementary demand for the year 2023-24 is passed. Item number 17, subpart 1, introduction of the Arunachal Pradesh reappropriation. Introduction of the Arunachal Pradesh appropriation number 1 bill 2024. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may seek to move the leave to introduce the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move for leave to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2024.
Now the question is leave be granted to introduce the bill. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. The leave is granted. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may now introduce the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2024.
The Arunachal Pradesh Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2024 is introduced. Item number 17, subclause 2, consideration and passing of the Arunachal Pradesh Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2024. Now the Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may seek to move for consideration of the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move the Arunachal Pradesh Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2024 be taken into consideration.
Now the question is that the bill be taken into consideration. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Now the House will take up clause by clause consideration of the bill. The question is clause 2, 3 and the schedule do stand part of the bill. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. Clause 2, 3 and the schedule are adopted. Now question is that clause 1 enacting formula and long title do stand part of the bill. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. Clause 1 enacting formula and long title are adopted. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may move for passing of the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move that Arunachal Pradesh Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2024 be passed.
The question is that the bill be passed. Those in favor may say ayes.
Ayes.
Those against may say no. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Being passed. Huh? The Arunachal Pradesh Appropriation Number 1 Bill 2024 is passed. Wrong feedback. Item number 18, vote on account for the year 2024-25. Now the House will take up the discussion on the vote on account for the year 2024-25. Members who want to speak may please speak, and you all are requested to submit your names so that we can allot time accordingly. Honourable members, your turn to speak on vote on account. Sir said he will speak in what called Governor address. So, on one go. Pass kya ye? It's only for 4 months, so I think no need to discuss. Sal will express his, speech during Governor address. So on one go, he will cover up. I think now will Minister of Finance may reply. Sir, no need to reply. Now the House will take up voting on vote on account for the year 2024-25, the Chief Minister may please move demand numbers allotted to you, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months, that is from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024, during the year ending 31st day of March 2025, in respect to the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 17, 18, 25, 31, 44, 47, 51, 63, 67, 70, 71, and 78.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge Finance, Planning and Investment, Power and Non-Conventional Energy Resources, Tax and Excise, State Lotteries, Economic and Statistic may please move demand number allotted to you, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order paper be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 7, 13, 34, 36, 50, 54, 55, 50, 66.
Now, the Minister of Public Health, Engineering and Water Supply, Department of Tirap Changlang Longding, Information and Technology, may please move demand numbers allotted to you, sir.
Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 59, 65 and 73.
Now, the Minister, Rural Work, Science and Technology may please move demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order paper be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the heads of the demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 26 and 49. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The Minister, Urban Development, Municipal Administration and Government Estate, Civil Supply and Consumer Affairs, Geology and Mining may please move demand numbers allotted to you, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 22, 37, 57, 61 and 68.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Health and Family Welfare, Social Welfare, Women and Child Development, Social Justice, Improvement on Tribal Affairs may please move demand numbers allotted to you, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sum not exceeding the respective amount shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the years ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the head of the demand entered in the second column thereof against demand number 11, 15, 74, 80 and 81. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The Minister, Home and Estate, Interstate Border Affairs, Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Parliamentary Affairs, IPR and Printing may please move demand numbers allotted to you, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 8, 27, 35, 42, 53, 58, 69 and 72.
Thank you, sir. Now, the Minister, Industry and Skill Development, Textile and Handicraft, Trade and Commerce, Labor and Employment Corporation may please move demand numbers allotted to you, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of the March 2025 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 19, 20, 29, 60, 64 and 79.
Thank you, sir. The Minister, Youth Affairs and Sports, Water Resources, Environment and Forest may please move demand numbers allotted to you, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of the consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charge for months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 21, 23, 38 and 52.
Thank you, sir. The Minister, Tourism, Transport and Civil Aviation, Land Management may please move demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on recommendations of Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts which are shown in third column of order papers be granted to Minister in charge out of consolidated fund of State of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 25 in respect of heads of demands enter in the second column thereof against demand number 30, 41, 45, 56 and 62.
Thank you, sir. The Minister, Agriculture, Horticulture, Animal Husbandry and Veterinary, Dairy Development, Fisheries may please move demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendations of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move the sum not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the order paper be granted to the Minister in charge out of consolidated fund of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st May of March 2025 in respect of the head of demand entered in the second column thereof against demand number 24, 28, 43 and 48.
Now the Minister, Education, Culture Affairs, Department of Indigenous Affairs may please move demand numbers allotted to you.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the recommendation of the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, I beg to move that the sums not exceeding the respective amounts shown in the third column of the orders papers be granted to the Minister in charge out of consolidated funds of the state of Arunachal Pradesh for or towards defraying the charges for 4 months from 1st April 2024 to 31st July 2024 during the year ending 31st day of March 2025 in respect of the heads of demands entered in the second column thereof against demand number 14, 16, 75, 76 and 82.
Thank you, sir. Now all the vote on account for the year 2024-25 have been moved and are before the House. The House will take up for vote on account for the year 2024-25. The question is that the vote on account for the year 2024-25 be passed. Those in favor may say aye. Those against may say no. I think ayes have it, ayes have it, ayes have it. The vote on account for the year 2024-25 is passed. Since there is only 2 agenda left, so one agenda will keep for after lunch, and this one agenda will finish.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, आपको ये आइटम नंबर 19 को आप रीड आउट कर दीजिए, तो उसका हिसाब से पास कर देगा।
सर ठीक है।
19
को लेते थे।
19 को 19(1) and 2.
Yes, sir. We'll take up item number 19. Now, next is item number 19, subpart 1, introduction of the Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on account number 2, Bill 2024. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge for Finance may seek to move for leave to introduce the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move for leave to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on accounts number Bill 2024.
Now, the question is leave be granted to introduce the bill. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think I say it, I say it, I say it. The leave is granted. The Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may now introduce the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to introduce the Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on accounts number 2, Bill 2024.
The Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on account number 2, Bill 2024 is introduced. Item number 19, subpart 2, consideration and passing of the Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on account number 2, Bill 2024. Now the Deputy Chief Minister and Minister in charge of Finance may seek to move the consideration of the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move that the Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on accounts number 2, Bill 2024 be taken into consideration.
Now the question is that the bill be taken into consideration. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think I say it, I say it, I say it. The motion is adopted. Now the House will take up clause by clause consideration of the bill. The question is clause 2 and 3 and the schedule to do stand part of the bill. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think I say it, I say it, I say it. Clause 2 and 3 and the schedule are adopted. Now question is that clause 1 enacting formula and long title do stand part of the bill. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think I say it, I say it, I say it. Clause 1 enacting formula and long title are adopted. The Deputy Chief Minister may move for passing of the bill.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I rise to move that the Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on accounts number 2, Bill 2024 be passed.
The question is that the bill be passed. Those in favor may say ayes. Ayes. Those against may say no. I think I say it, I say it, I say it. The motion is adopted. No. The Arunachal Pradesh appropriation vote on account number 2, Bill 2024 is passed. So, honorable members, I adjourn the House for lunch and we'll come back by 1 hour is 2:30, 2:15. Okay, then all are requested to come back by 2:15. Now, all are requested to go for delicious lunch hosted by Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Minister Finance. Proceed to banquet hall.